I will share with you 3 things that you could do right now to get 1 or 2 extra members signed into your membership program. I'll teach you how to add another 20 people to your list of contacts. I'll teach you then how to follow up with the existing list of contacts, and I'll teach you how to follow up with those who you already were on calls with before, and you can get 1 member signed out of those people. There is this technique that I teach my members, my clients who are online life coaches, and they are growing their membership group coaching programs. They are signing $97 per month members into their membership program subscriptions, right? And when I tell them to get their first 5, 7, 10 people subscribed into their program, I tell them, hey, write down a list of people of who would be interested in joining your membership program, right? We treat this list as a list of leads, as a list of contacts, for example, right? Some advanced members of mine, they also have a CRM software, an email marketing software, into which we write those contacts into, right? So basically our goal is to build a list of people to which we can talk to, right? We build this list usually in a variety of ways. We manually write some people down of people who we already know from the past, who we already maybe previously worked with, people who we worked with for free just to get experience, or maybe we write down people who are following us on social media and always interacting with our content, or we write into this list people who are inside of our Facebook group, or we build this email list as well, right? Via having opt-in pages. And maybe we do webinars, we do workshops to which people register, and this builds our list. So the idea of building a list of contacts is that we can then turn them into our clients, into our members, paying members, right? Now at the early stages, when someone is just starting out as an online coach, or they are starting with growing their membership program, right, and building their recurring income, there is not a lot of people that we can put on the list. Because if you have not been a coach for a long time yet, if you have not been creating content on social media, if you've not been interacting with potential clients, or if you have not talked to anyone in the past, your list will be smaller and will be quickly kind of exhausted or so. But let me talk about this very soon. Let me bring up one more thing, right? If you are building this list, right, there are 2 ways to turn these people into customers. The first way is that you can reach out to each contact and you can connect with them in the DMs of social media, Instagram, Facebook or so, or you can reach out to them via email. And you chat with them and you try to, let's say, book a call with them, go on a call and talk with them and get them to sign as your member, right? The other way is by you sending emails to this list of yours, right? You can send a newsletter, an email to everyone, and then they're gonna take action from seeing their email, right? They're gonna either click and sign automatically into your membership program, or they're gonna click and apply or schedule a call with you. They're gonna land on your application page, or they're gonna reply to the email if you told them in the call to action of their email, hey, I am interested, they would say, right? So see, these are 2 ways. We either manually reach out to people and get them going to sign with us, or we send emails to this list, and emails will try to convert them into our members in any way that I just explained, right? But at the beginning, when someone is starting out, I suggest you, for example, to just reach out to those people on your list. You go and you look at the list, you tag those people, warm contact, it's gonna add them to the sales pipeline. Pipeline management is something that we use in our software, where we can drag a contact from we just reached out to that person to invited for a call, booking a call, scheduled call, and so on, and then we make them a member. So we can choose people of who we gonna go talk to, right? So now let me wrap up the whole idea here. If you make a list of 20, 30 people and you reach out to all of them and you try to invite them for a call, and you maybe signed 2 or 3 people out of that list and they became your members, and the rest, few of them did not reply or didn't respond, or they are still taking time to respond, right? You're gonna sooner or later run out of this list. And also, often after a week or 2 of you reaching out and talking and chatting with people, you're gonna get a little tired and exhausted, and you're gonna then not know how to pick it up again. So I want to share with you 2 or 3 or 4 things that you should do when you get a little stuck, when you run out of energy, and when you don't know how to create more conversations, invite more people to the calls with you, or so when you run out of opportunities of who to talk to and who to sign next into your membership program. The first thing that I will tell you is very important. I will urge you to somehow find a way to add to your list another 20 people. So here is the key. If you already talked to the list of 10, 15, 20, 30 people on your list right now, and you talked to them and you exhausted those conversations, how can you add another 20 people to this list to talk to? Fresh 20 people. I want to share with you a few ideas of where to find those 20 people from. You're gonna go through the exercise that I taught you already before once again. You're gonna build another list of 20 people. You're gonna ask yourself, who else in my network I have not put on this list of mine? Who else have I forgotten to put on the list? That's the first thing that you're gonna do. You're gonna then again check your last month's social media content and see who liked it, who commented, and you're gonna put those new people now on the list to then reach out to them via DMs of Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, social media, right? You're gonna then check who else followed you now on Instagram, or who else subscribe to you on YouTube. Those you can't really reach out to, but who else became your friends on LinkedIn, Facebook, right? Or who else joined your Facebook groups, right? You're gonna then put those people to your list. And I want to teach you 2 more ways of how you can get across more people that you can put on the list. In my other lessons, I teach you how to create social media content for lead generation. You need to know how to create new content on a daily basis to put on Instagram, put on Facebook, put on LinkedIn, or put on YouTube. Content that's gonna generate more leads for you on its own. Content that gets people to take action, right? It gets them to comment, or it gets them to visit your bio link and opt in and stuff like that. I teach you this whole lesson of how to create content for lead generation in my other lessons. But understand this, if you only post 1 content piece today, or 2 or 3 this week or so, or if you send emails to your email list, right, a few people will react again freshly. They will comment, they will click the link, they will message you and reply, I'm interested. Of course, you need to know how to create that content in a way that gets them to take action. I teach a content client attraction formula in my other lessons. It's creating a content in a way that gets people to engage, comment, like, reply, DM you, or click the link to take action. If you only post a few times on your social media right now or so, you're gonna get another 3, 4, 5, 7 people attracted to you, and you're gonna put those on the list. Make sense? Now, another thing that I need to teach you is I come across a lot of people who are just starting out as online coaches. They don't even have social media followers. No one is gonna really see their content, and they're like, oh, where I'm gonna actually find some people right now, right? I teach a technique that's called creating manual engagement opportunities. This technique, in my other lessons, I teach you how to go into some other Facebook groups, go into places, right, or LinkedIn groups, or even school communities, right, or on Instagram, find a competitor of yours who already has an audience, right? Go into the places where people are already hanging out and make interactions and connections in those places. So, for example, go into a few Facebook groups every day and interact there in the posts section with people who have problems and are looking for solutions, and then send a friend request to them. Make friends. This is a skill now that you're gonna need to learn and actually do. I teach this skill to you in my other lessons that you can find the link down below to, right? But if you only go into some places and make 5, 7, 10 new connections that day, every day, you can then add another 4, 5, 6 people to your list. So this is the key. The goal is that you add another 20 people to your list right now. Add another 20 people to your list through the methods that I just shared with you. And then you're gonna go through their list of new 20 people, and you're gonna repeat the process that I already taught you before. Reach out to them, invite them for a call. You already know what to say to them. Follow the script that I gave you and make invitations. This is the key. You're gonna get to talk to another 2, 3, 4 people now, and you're gonna sign 1, 2, or 3 into your program. But that's not where it all ends. I have more ideas to share with you of how you can get more sales. you need to now go through all of the old contacts as well. Go through your existing list of 20-30 people that you already had and follow up with those again. Here is the key. You're gonna message each of them, hey, I'm not sure if you saw my previous message or email that I sent you. Are you seeing it right now? Looking forward to your reply. By you following up, you're gonna pick up another 3 or 4 or 5 conversations who you can then talk to, and you're gonna sign 1 or 2 people out of your existing leads into your program, right? So go through the existing list of contacts and follow up with them again. Another suggestion, right? If you already spoke to 5, 6, 7 people in the past and you know that you went on calls with them, I need you to follow up with those as well. The goal is that you can get 1 person signed out of those 7 people that you already spoke with, right? Follow up with them, re-invite them for a call, and go enroll them into your program, right? So there is another 1 client already sitting there for you out of people who you already talked to, hopefully, right? So you see, these 3 things are the key. Adding another 20 people to your list of contacts, going through your existing list of contacts and following up with each of the people who you already reached out to in the past. And thirdly, follow up with those who you already were on calls with, because you could pull out of those 1 member at least then paying you. These 3 things will help you get going right now and get you another paying client. And I just want to remind you of 2 things that I mentioned before that are gonna build your list even further. Create content on a regular basis that attracts people. And secondly, if you can't create content and if you don't have any reach and no one following you, go into places and manually engage with new people so you can put them and add them on the list. You see, this wraps it up. I shared with you 3 things of what you can do right now to sign few more members into your membership program. Do those activities and do this over and over again.